Hello. Hi. So I am Roxze. I'm a singer, songwriter, overall creative. Let's move this here. And I don't really talk on YouTube very often. I've been posting for years. I think my channel started in 2021. And I have never really said hello. I think I tend to, oh, that's where I look up here. Okay. I tend to create and kind of hide behind the art, I would say. But I've got to a stage where I feel like the strength resides in just being myself and just daring to talk from the heart. And don't get me wrong, letting the art speak, because I'm addicted to art. I love creating. But also just to say hello and get to know you. Get to know everyone on YouTube, and maybe just touch base every week. So I'm learning how to use this because little things are coming up. So yeah, I'm just at home now, and I just thought, let me go out of my comfort zone and kind of keep it real. I have a thing where I sing and I kind of put on wigs. I sing like reggae, R&B, soul music, and I do gigs and I put on like pink wigs, red wigs. If you go through my videos, you'll see that I kind of switch it up quite often. But I feel like this chapter is just the stop hiding phase, and just to be a bit more kind of, I don't know, just a bit more personable. So just a bit about me. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Bedford, lived in London for 10 years. So Bedford is just south of London. No, north of London, sorry. About an hour's drive north of London, about 35 minutes on the train. But I lived in London for 10 years, and I kind of learnt in the city, because it's a tough city, just to work on my craft. So I would sing in the Vortex Jazz Bar, in different venues. Ronnie Scott's I've sung in before, Pizza at Soho Jazz, which is a jazz club. I've performed in so many different venues. I've worked with bands going around the UK. And what I've learned is that what I've actually learned, I feel at this present moment, is that all the skills that I've learned will come to fruition and all come together at some point in your life when it just feels right. And instead of chasing and trying and like learning, I just feel like now I'm just being. I'm like, okay, I've created a platform. I get gigs. I write music. I release music. I put music on Spotify. So if you get a chance to check it out, that'd be amazing. But I've always been aspiring. And it's only recently that I just stopped and I thought, oh my gosh, I actually have become. Like, I actually am a musician. I am a creative. I do also teach music. I get a little bit shy at times when I'm vulnerable and being myself, but I hope to come out of my shell a little bit more, because on stage I'm like in full work mode, and as I said, I wear all these wigs and these outfits, but I just don't really know if I want to do that anymore. I just want to be myself, and I think there's strength to that. So my plan, I don't want to keep going on, but my plan for YouTube is to be more personable, be more approachable, more friendly, and just get to know you, and hopefully you get to know me and my music. The sound that I create, it tends to be I like it to be sort of vibey, chill, kind of like a lo-fi vibe. But then sometimes, like, I do a gig and I have a rock band. I'm very, very versatile. And I used to think there was something wrong with that. I used to think versatility means that you're just not in one lane. But I think it's important to remain versatile, because that's how my brain works. So I've got to be true to what I'm doing, what I'm working on. It's like someone just contacted me now for a gig, and they said, can you name us some songs that you can sing? And it's like, I've gone from Jocelyn Brown and somebody else's guy, the one that's I can't get off my high horse. That kind of Motown, not really Motown, it's more funk. From that to Oasis, today is gonna be the day that we're gonna bring it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. Yeah. I'd also give tips along the way because I teach singing, and I think it'd be really good to just give tips and what I've learned along the way when it comes to singing. Like, I've been with bands, I've worked with amazing vocalists. I work in amazing studios. I'm really fortunate and blessed and grateful to. But I think it's really important in life. You're supposed to be about a sponge. You're supposed to be like a sponge. You take in all the knowledge, you learn along the way, and then you release that knowledge. So I think I'm going to just start focusing on that side of things as well, and just sharing my thought process, sharing what I do, sharing how I do it, and just being a bit more vulnerable with everything. Like, I'm just realizing this as I'm speaking out loud. These live streams are good because they make you think things through. I'm not sure if I should have had a plan for this live stream, but I just thought, let me just do a quick introduction and just freestyle. I hope it's going all right, and I hope you're still with me. If you check out my shorts and my videos, and you'll see that there's more to me than me kind of figuring out how to do this live stream. But my plan with the live streams and my plan with YouTube is just to keep being myself. I've worked on other platforms, and I feel as though, I don't know, I just don't feel as though I'm understood as well. It's always difficult when you live, like, say, for Instagram and those sort of platforms, you're surrounding, those who follow you tend to be people you know. And I find it quite difficult to grow that way because I'm so sensitive to other people. So, excuse me. So I find that if I'm putting things out there, then it's just, I don't know, it feels like a little bit of a fishbowl vibe. But the world is so big. It's such a beautiful place. Like, I went to Barcelona at the weekend, and it just reminded me, I think that's one of the reasons I came back and said, I just want to see the world. And the world is through subscribers, through people as well. You get to understand other people, how they think, and you get to see and learn. And my nan always said, other people are your best teachers. So I'm just trying my best to tap into that a little bit more, and also be the teacher virtually online. So yeah, that's me. I hope you're still here. I just wanted to do a brief introduction and to say hello. And if you would like to hear any certain songs or any styles, or if you have any questions along the way or any comments, please send them across. If you have any questions when it comes to gigs, events, how to prepare for an event, how to rehearse, what do your audience expect, then please send them my way, send the questions my way, and I will do my utmost best to keep you entertained. I'm going to try my best because I love seeing people happy. I love making people happy. Like, that's why I love music. I love music because it does something to my soul. It literally massages my soul. It's my therapy. But also, when someone appreciates the sound or something I've created, it just means the world, because music is a gift. I was always brought up that it's a gift, that you're the vessel and you deliver what feels natural to you, and you give that out to the audience. So you can catch me, just to finalize, on all kind of social media platforms. Instagram is Roxze, ROXZE _, TikTok, YouTube as well. Here, obviously. I don't really use Threads, but I'm going to try, and LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn now. I'm going to try my hardest to just grow everywhere. Not physically, but grow in all my platforms, and finally stop chasing and just continue to just be, because it feels like I don't need to hide anymore. Like, I've worked really, really hard to get to where I've got to, and I don't feel like there's any need for me to hide from that persona anymore and hide behind who I really am, because that was the shy me, and that was the chapter that's just gone. Now in a new chapter, I'm Roxze, and it's really, really nice to meet you. Much love.